Hi students, we start with a new chapter called mensuration and a very easy chapter. The moment I tell you the meaning of mensuration, you will say, is this all what we have to do? So let me start with the definition of mensuration. Mensuration simply means to measure. That's it. This is all what we have to do in this chapter. We are just going to measure the sides. We already have learned the different shapes in geometry. Now what we are going to do is measure the sides of those triangles or square or pentagon or rectangle or whatever maybe the shape is. Now, just to give you a practical understanding that why we study mensuration is, let's assume in your school, the playground is in the shape of a square. And you are curious to know that if I'm standing in one corner of the ground, and if I walk down across this ground on all sides and cover a full circle, full round, what is the total distance covered? So how will you do that? Supposing this square ground is named A, B, C, and D. So what you are going to do is you will measure AB, then you will measure BC, then you will measure CD, and finally you will measure DA. And then what you are going to do is add them all. So you get the total distance traveled around this playground, and the total what it comes is called perimeter. And this is what we have to study in this entire chapter. What is perimeter? I again repeat, the total length of the boundary. The total length of the boundary is called perimeter. Now, this can be of any shape. The playground in your school can be a triangle. So if it is a triangle ABC, then I measure AB, then I measure BC, then I measure CA, and what I do is simply add those lengths, and the total length what I get, we call it perimeter. Now this applies to everything. What if there is a ground in the form of a pentagon? This has got 5 sides. Same rule, A, B, C, D, E. I measure AB, I measure BC, followed by CD, D, and EA, and then just add them up. The total measurement of the boundary is called perimeter. Perimeter. What is area? We will study later. I'll just make it here. What if this is the shape of the playground? The total shaded figure in the red, if I have to calculate, that is called area, which we are not going to study in this video. We will study in the next video. But today we are only going to focus on perimeter. Now, there can be a rectangle like this, A, B, C, D. Now, if this is, say, 50 meter, this is 20 meter, this has to be 50 meter because this is a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Opposite side of DA will also be 20 meter. So what is the perimeter? Now it becomes very simple. 50, which is AB, plus 20, plus 50, plus 20. This is called the perimeter, which is what? 140 meter. So 140 meter is the perimeter of this rectangular area arc. This is how simple it is. Now, they can give that the shape is an equilateral triangle. Then in that case, if this side is A, then this side is also A, and the third side is also A, because the meaning of equilateral triangle is that all the sides are same. So what is the perimeter of a triangle where the sides are equal, it is A plus A plus A, which is equal to 3A. What is the perimeter of a square where the sides are same? Square meaning the sides are same. So if one side is A, another has to be A, third has to be A, fourth is A. So what is the perimeter? A plus A plus A plus A, or we can simply do 4 times A, 4 into A. So how do we calculate the perimeter of a square? 4 times A. How do we calculate the perimeter of a pentagon, regular pentagon, whose each side is same, say A? Then what I do is I find the pentagon perimeter as 5 into A, which is nothing but A plus A plus A plus A plus A. This is how we calculate the perimeter of any figure. Just to give you a better clarity, let's do this simple question. Each side of a square field is 60 meter. So let me make a square here. This is a square. Okay. Now what else is given here? It's given here that the square field is 60 meter in size. The each side of the square is 60 meter. Right? Okay. Now, the real question is, and the practical use of perimeter is, find the cost of fencing this square field at the rate of rupees 150 per meter. So what they want to do is that this is a playground, right? This is a field, and they want to put a fencing on all sides of this park or whatever it is. I'm putting a fencing on all sides of this park. That simply means is that the total fencing will be 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60. Now we understand that the total fencing side would be 60, one side, second side, third side, and fourth side. This can also be written as 4 into 60, isn't it? 4A, remember this, 4A? So 4 into 60 is 240 meter. The total fence required, is of what length? 240 meter. But is this the answer? No, this is not the answer, because now the question is asking, tell me the total cost of fencing. Now it is given that 1 meter fencing will cost you rupees 150. So what is the total fencing done? What is the total length of fencing to be done? 240 meter. So for 240 meter, I'll be requiring an amount which is 150 into 240. Isn't it? The total length is 240 meter. For every meter, I require 150. So how much money is required for 240 meter? It is 150 into 240, simple unitary method, which we have studied in the previous classes. What is this? This is going to be 2 zeros and 6006 and 36,000. So this is 36,000 rupees. Don't forget that it is asking you the cost. So what is the cost? The total cost is 36,000 rupees to fence it, to fence the entire square field. And this is the answer. And this is actually the practical use of perimeter and the broader use of mensuration. I hope you liked it. See you in the next one.